It is Thursday, the 12th of September, 2024. It's 9:48. We're in Lachine. We're looking at the waxing gibbous moon, which is basically starting to set. It's already below its zenith. It's about 4 splayed fingers above the horizon. It's less than a full hand. It's significantly less than a full hand span above the horizon. In fact, it's even less than my splayed thumb touching the horizon and my index finger. That's like widely splayed, and my index finger is higher than the moon. I'm using these sort of very rudimentary measuring techniques because I think ancient people might have used such rudimentary measuring techniques just to get a basic idea of the height of the moon above the horizon. You know, they might well have used various devices to be more accurate, but you know, you hold your hand out at arm's length and you can use it as a measuring device, you know, with splayed fingers or fingers together, the span between the thumb and the index finger and so on. You can get different measurements that way. And I can't imagine that ancient people didn't do that. Like I said, they may well have had more accurate methods of measuring, but you know, so do I. Yeah, so do I. You know, I can hop on the internet and get, you know, the exact measurements for how high the moon is above the horizon and so on and so forth. But in terms of just, you know, roughly judging where it is, you know, without any devices, all you got to do is hold out your hand at full arm's length and use your fingers, thumb and fingers and so on to you know, get a reasonable idea of its height above the horizon. So it's coming into the middle of the frame. We're using a 400mm lens and a 300mm teleconverter. I have a feeling the lens might be wide open at f5.6, the maximum aperture of the Nikkor 400mm f5.6 EDIF lens that I own. I meant to check the f-stop, but I didn't. I was in a bit of a rush to get out here and start filming. 30th of a second, 200 ISO. We're definitely a bit on the underexposed side because we're trying to get detail in the moon's surface. I could open up a full stop or even a stop and a half, maybe 2 at the most. Probably a bit start washing out if I opened up 2 stops. And I can't open up on the lens. And I can't open up on the shutter speed. It's really about as low as it can go for video. The only way I can get a brighter exposure is as I increase the ISO. So we're keeping it at 200, not only for the detail, the better detail in terms of a darker image, but also better noise control. You know, if I boost the ISO up to 800, it's probably not that bad. Maybe I'll do that in the next clip. Even 400 is probably not that bad. But I think what I'm going to do after this clip is, let's see now, what time is it? Yeah, 9:51, so there's certain things I can't do between now and then, 10 o'clock. So I guess I'll stay here. And excuse me, a little tired. But the main thing, as I was saying in previous clips, is that the moon is setting almost due southwest. It's setting just somewhat west of due southwest. Oh, it looks like an aircraft is going to pass through. We've got a very narrow field of view here, but it appears that an aircraft is about to go through the scene. It looks like it'll cross the moon any second now. There it goes. So that was kind of cute. Where were we? Oh yes. So the moon, as I was saying, it's setting in a position on the horizon that's comparable to a winter solstice sunset, close to due southwest. It's at its maximum south. Anyway, we're getting to the moon's butting up against the edge there, so I think we're going to end this, and we will readjust and start a new video clip.